Did you know that beer comes from the Egyptian goddess of brewing and beers named Tenenet? Unfortunately, not all beers in the world taste like heaven but hell. These world's worst-rated beers were made to be known infamously. Welcome to Advanced Mixology. Today, we'll talk about the worst-rated beers in the world and where they came from. Without further ado, let's get started. We compiled a list of the world's worst-rated beers to discover what people actually think about these labeled worst beers in the world. What's intriguing about this list is that it's largely made up of big national brands about which almost everyone has a tale. Number 10. Kolsch. Made in Cologne, Germany. Alcohol content: 4.8% alcohol by volume, with 3.8-star rating. Kolsch, Cologne in Low German, is a specialty beer brewed exclusively in Cologne. The directors of 24 Kolsch breweries signed the Kolsch Convention in 1986, ensuring that this beer can only be brewed in Cologne and its surrounding area and nowhere else in the globe. According to the rules, Kolsch is not only a sort of beer, but also a geographical identity. True Kolsch beer, according to them, is a pale yellow, clear, thoroughly fermented, and fully rounded ale prepared in accordance with the German beer purity law of 1516. Number 9. Stout. Made in England. Alcohol content: 7 to 8% alcohol by volume, with 3.7-star rating. Stouts are dark beers that have been top fermented and have a characteristic roasted flavor. Their origins can be traced back to the British porter style, which originated in London in the 18th century. The quest to make a fuller, stronger porter led to the development of stout. However, the difference is no longer made. Aromas of roasted barley and roasted malt, suggestive of coffee, chocolate, or cocoa, are typical of stouts. Traditional dry stouts are dark brown to black in color, with a medium light to medium full body, smooth, creamy, and silky texture. They usually have a little hop flavor and a lengthy, dry finish. Number 8. Bock. Made in Einbeck, Germany. Alcohol content: 6 to 7% alcohol by volume, with 3.6-star rating. Bock beer is a bottom-fermenting lager from Germany that today comes in a variety of forms. Traditional variants can be golden, amber, or even dark brown in color. They're usually mildly hopped, thick, creamy, smooth, and malty, with toasted and caramel aromas thrown in for good measure. The beer's alcohol concentration ranges from 6 to 7.6% ABV, and it's generally served in a tulip glass. Its origins can be traced back to the city of Einbeck in the 14th century, where the beer was prepared by certified master brewers who adhere to a strict set of quality criteria imposed by the city council. Number 7. American India Pale Ale. Made in the United States of America. Alcohol content: 5 to 7% alcohol by volume, with 3.4-star rating. The typical British India Pale Ale gave way to a new style with distinct qualities because of the addition of American hops and varied brewing techniques. This adaptable category's beers are often medium-bodied, bitter, and less full-bodied than their English equivalents, but they have more robust fruity, citric, and floral character, as well as a powerful hop profile. They're moderately strong, ranging from pale gold to copper in color, and have an ABV of 5.5 to 7.5%. Malt flavors are typically light to medium, but hints of caramel and toast might be detected. There are regional variants in the basic American IPA style. Number 6. American Pale Ale. Made in California, United States of America. Alcohol content: 5 to 6% alcohol by volume, with 3.4-star rating. In the 1980s, an American Pale Ale was created to compete with British Pale Ales and bitters. These beers are often crisp and clear, with greater hop character than their British counterparts and a higher alcohol concentration, usually around 4.4 to 6.2% ABV. These beers will have prominent citrus and piney smells because of the use of American hops, primarily Cascade. They come in a variety of colors, from dark gold to amber and copper. They're usually medium-bodied with a slight bitterness to them. Sierra Nevada Brewery created the American Pale Ale prototype, and their version served as a model for other breweries to follow in producing the style. We are now halfway through this video, but before we give you the rest, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell to be updated as we upload more fresh and new videos for you. Number 5. India Pale Ale, made in England. Alcohol content: 4.5 to 20% alcohol by volume, with 3.4 star rating. India Pale Ale is one of the most intriguing beer varieties whose origins are still debated, but it is thought to have originated as a means of transporting pale ale brews to faraway British colonies, specifically in India, where the climate was too hot to produce beer. IPA is thought to have been formed by increasing the alcohol content and adding extra hops to better preserve the beer on longer journeys. Although the name India Pale Ale was first used in the 1830s, the style is thought to have existed considerably earlier. Number 4. Pale Ale, made in England. Alcohol content: 5% alcohol by volume, with 3.3 star rating. Although the term pale ale was coined in the 18th century in England, it was mostly applied to beers prepared with pale barley malt, and that was lighter in color than traditional dark and brown ales. To add to the confusion, the adjective bitter was frequently used interchangeably with the name, and the distinction between the two kinds remains ambiguous to this day. Various brewing processes and hop choices influenced the style over the years, resulting in a diversified style with a wide range of hues, strength, and flavors. The majority of styles, on the other hand, are malty and hop-forward with a color range of gold to amber. Number 3. Corona, made in Mexico. Alcohol content: 4.6% alcohol by volume, with 3.2 star rating. Corona or Corona Extra is the most popular beer in Mexico and one of the most well-known beers in the world. A light American-style lager is typically used to describe this golden-colored, delightful beer. It has a light body and a crisp, malty flavor that is delicately sweet. This drink was first introduced in 1925 and has a 4.6% alcohol by volume or ABV. Corona is traditionally served with a lime wedge nestled inside the bottle's neck. It is unknown when or why this custom began, but it is said to enhance the flavor of the beer. Number 2. Brown Ale, made in England. Alcohol content: 3.3 to 5% alcohol by volume, with 2.9 star rating. Brown ale is a traditional British brewing style with a wide range of applications. In the 19th century, the word was used as a generic term for a variety of brown malt-based beers. Brown ale nearly went out with the advent of pale malt, and it was only slowly resurrected in the 1920s. Newcastle Brown was the first brown ale prototype. However, it did not rely on the original versions. It did, however, lay the groundwork for the present variety. The style now includes both the original British form and slightly different American brown ales. Number 1. American Lager, made in the United States of America. Alcohol content: 4.2 to 5.3% alcohol by volume, with 2.8 star rating. The American lager is a beer style that was inspired by European pale lagers. The style is characterized by clear, pale beers with a neutral flavor, delicate malt aromas, and low to moderate hop bitterness. Ales were first popular in the American colonies, and the lager type was only introduced with the inflow of German immigrants who were already experienced in brewing lager variants. In the United States, they attempted to manufacture similar lagers, but were forced to hunt for alternative grains to substitute barley, which was slightly different from European barley and also slightly more difficult to cultivate. Lighter American lagers were influenced by the addition of cereals such as wheat or rye. So what do you think of these worst-rated beers we have mentioned? Have you tried one? Well, let us know in the comments section below about your experience of trying these out if they deserve their spot. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Advanced Mixology.